Good morning,
Morning.
Mercedes. Yeah, this is talking about IDLE, informal digital learning environment. Then, for the first question, tell me how you feel when communicating in English in classroom.
Communicating English in classroom for I the thing that crossed my mind if we talk about the communication of English in classroom, if the activity that is provided by the teacher or the lecturer is not really interactive or somehow make the students want to talk about something, then the class is going to be like a boredom, and also the communication is not really full of meaning, for example, or just standard communication. But I guess that's what
Okay,
I
then what do you feel by having that kind of communications in the classrooms?
in the classroom. Uh, while in the in the learning process or outside
In the classroom,
the classroom.
yeah.
Um, I think that communication in the classroom for myself, for me, I think it's not really provide real communication, even though some of our lessons or course actually provide with real life condition. But if, for example, have a conversation like this, it's going to be more natural, for example. And some of the courses that I had is not really sh- doesn't really show a real communication, if I can say that.
So, in the classroom, it's only just giving instructions, answering questions.
Some of the course like that, but
Yeah.
some of it not. I think our lecturer and also we as a student did a great job in making a lot of our courses make a more lively, if I can say that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Then the second question is, when do you think your willingness to communicate in English increased in classroom? When?
I believe it came up when I was in a third grader of elementary school.
Okay.
I still remember exactly how it felt because when I was in the third grade of the elementary school, I was introducing myself in front of teachers, and I take the first turn of all the students, and suddenly it ignited my willingness and also my motivation to speak English. And from that point until now, I think that the progress is pretty much uh, more than I can think of. So I guess that's the beginning of my speaking in English.
What about in the college now?
In college, now I know more about how to deliver my argument in, maybe I can say more precisely and appropriately, because uh, before I enter college, it's still me the same. Have a lot of thoughts, have a lot of words to say. But now, when I'm in college right now, I can organize my words better. I can deliver my arguments more precisely, for example, and understand it.
Then what about the teachers or the lecturers effect?
The teachers, of course, brought a lot of effects in my uh, way of speaking, if we are talking precisely in speaking, because most of the lecturers give uh, positive feedback and also supportive, being so supportive, and not only saying not only saying which part that I miss or which part that I lack of, but also give some suggestions. Perhaps I can do this better or can do that better. Um, it brings a lot of effect in my English learning as a general.
Okay.
In general.
Yeah. Then you may have to sustain of a communications with other people outside of the classrooms. Then tell me how you feel when communicating in English outside the classroom.
In English,
Yes.
I had an experience when I was in a speaking one. when I was interviewing a foreigner with, if I can remember, he came from Mexico, and I understand that if I want to talk with or have an interview with someone that is not from Indonesia, I have to understand his or her culture first. Which question that I should not ask to him or her. Also about my intonation, perhaps some of my tone irritate uh, my interviewee, for example. So now I understand more how to talk.
Okay, yeah, so this is just talking about maybe related to cross-culture understanding.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then when do you think your willingness to communicate in English increased outside classroom? Don't you feel that having communication outside of the classroom, you feel develop your skills in English, in communication?
Outside the classroom, and I guess I have uh, when I was in junior and also senior high school, I had an English course, so I can practice my English outside the classroom. And but since I was in the college, I didn't have any chance that much except from teaching English for senior and junior high school students. But I hope that I can get the same opportunity to practice English outside the classroom, because again, it provides the communication outside the classroom, especially in speaking English. It, for me personally, it can bring me and also the environment of the real speaking, the real communication that I can learn a lot. So communication and also or speaking outside the classroom and inside the classroom is pretty much the same important aspect.
Yeah. Okay, so this is talking about you have communication in English in English course. What about the use of social media, the use of digital things? Is there any?
Uh, Affecting my speaking.
Yes.
Actually, I had an experience that I just recognized uh, a few years back. I um, use a lot of passive media, for example, like YouTube and also an article.
Yep.
I just recognize that the way I talk and the way I pronounce certain words, I copy some of the speaker that I watch. I don't know why, but I guess that's developed the style of my speaking. And I once, a few years ago, I had, for example, like a willingness to have some kind of a group chat that contain a lot of foreigners, for example, but I haven't realized that yet. So
It's effect your communication.
yes, so I guess a lot of media affects my speaking also.
Can you give examples? What kind of digital media that you have besides YouTube? What about Facebook, Instagram, or something else?
About Facebook, uh, I was having a chat with a foreigner. It's a funny story. When I was in the internet cafe and I was busy with myself, and then a foreigner came to me and said, "Do you speak English?" Yes, of course. Then I helped him about, I guess, about email stuff, then about the configuration, and then started from that point. We were a friend in Facebook, and some of the time we have a chat, but we now we don't have any conversation anymore because we use Facebook. So
Yeah.
Facebook also helped me.
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, yeah, okay. Okay, then tell me how you felt when communicating in English in either context. What do you feel at the time when you have a communication with other people using the digital tools
Uh,
like Facebook, or you make use of YouTube or other kind of chats. Where do you feel? Where do you feel at that time?
If I was using, if when I was using medias like YouTube, I just receive the information and I just put my focus entirely on the platform. But if we are talking about like Facebook or some kind of social media that requires our response, in the beginning I need to formulate what words should I write on this message. Um, in the beginning it's going to be difficult, but it was going to be difficult, but now it just write what I was thinking, and now it's much easier. So it
Yeah.
needs learning also.
Yeah. Then, when do you think your willingness to communicate in English increase in idle contacts? Means that don't you feel by having such kind of communication through Facebook or you watch YouTube, then increase your communication?
Um, I guess the time when idle or digital learning affect my speaking, I guess when I was introduced to internet, because I'm such a kind of a curious person, so I look for any information that I can get, look for any information that related to my interest, and also having a chat with a friend that I know for a long time.
Yeah. So it means for having communication, for having information that you would like to know more.
No more.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mas Yudis. Yeah.
Welcome.